Are you a first-time real estate investor? Are you about to invest in real estate for the first time? Then you should not skip this video. Make sure you watch this to the end, because I was once like you. A few years ago, a friend of, I wouldn't really call him a friend, someone I lent money to gave me his land as collateral. But this land was in a bush. But then it's land, right? Land appreciates. So I gave him the money, 7 figures, and collected the documents of the land. After a while, he was like, he's no longer going to pay. I should take the land. I took the land, and guess what? After a year, I needed to get my money back. So I tried to sell it, and I looked out for how much the land would cost. Guess what? It was less than the amount of money I, in quotes, bought it for. By the second year, I decided to sell it. And at the end of the day, I sold it for exactly the amount of money that I lent the guy. Except that I had a loss because I had to pay the agent their normal 5%. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I made a loss even though I invested in real estate. This means that location matters, because that particular property was in a, I will call it a bush. It's a town. Even if you hear the name of that town, you'll understand what I'm trying to say, because that property did not appreciate at all. When it comes to real estate, there are so many things you must know before you invest, and I missed out this particular one. Why? I did not know how important location is in real estate, and that was how I got carried into a bush for my property. But if you are watching this video, the good news is this: I'm going to be sharing with you a few factors you must consider before you pay for that property. It doesn't matter how much you have already invested in time and effort and energy. Before you make that final payment, make sure you consider these factors we are going to talk about. Of course, number one is location. Location. When it comes to business, every entrepreneur knows that location is paramount. The same applies to real estate, especially land. You must consider where the property is located. Is it somewhere that is already developed? Is it a rural area? Is it a semi-developing area? Is it somewhere that has prospects? Is it somewhere that looks like development is going to come there? You have to look at what is happening there. And you also have to look at what could happen there in the future. For example, in some of the videos I have done in the past, I talked about some of our properties in Owo. And one of the reasons I promote Owo with all my heart is because the present governor of Enugu State is from Owo. And with that, in the past 2 years, he has been doing a lot of developmental work in the town of Owo. For example, in a recent video, this one, you see where I talked about $300 million being invested in Owo. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money being pumped into a particular town. That means that town is going to blow up. So you have to check for where government or any other investor is putting in a lot of money. Number two, you have to check the documentation. Many first-time investors miss out on this. Now, I did another video, this one also, where I talked about the kind of documents you must have that confer ownership to you as an investor. We're talking about documents like C of O, R of O. C of O stands for Certificate of Occupancy. We're talking about documents like Deed of Assignment or Deed of Conveyance, and of course the Power of Attorney and Registered Survey. These are documents that convey ownership or that prove the authenticity of you being the owner of the land. So you have to check to be sure that the documents you are getting are authentic and they are original. And then you also go to the Ministry of Lands to do a search to verify, to be sure that the person selling the land to you is a person that has the authorization or the right to sell it, not somebody related to them, because that many people have fallen victim to that. All right. Number three is zoning regulations and land use. This is very important. You don't want to go to a place close to the airport with the intention of building a high rise or a skyscraper. It doesn't work. So you have to be sure that where you are buying, is there something designated for that area? Is it a free trade zone? Is it an industrial area? You can't go there and start building a residential apartment. You can't go, I mean, there are areas that are designed by the government for a particular thing. So you have to check for the original survey of the area to find out if what you have in mind to build is something you can build there. For instance, you can't come to a place where the closest thing to a school is about 20 kilometers away and you want to build a hostel there. You'll be wasting your money. So you have to check for the documentation and also the land use. Find out if what you have in mind to build can be built at the place where you are buying. Also is the topography. You have to check. That is why I would advise, as much as I believe in the media age, as much as possible, make sure you get somebody to inspect the land for you. If you can't come physically because maybe you are abroad, you can send someone to come and check. Don't just rely on pictures alone. Pictures are good. I do inspections for people with videos, but there are people that already trust me. You can't trust everybody the way my clients trust me. I'm trustworthy. You can trust me, but you can't trust everybody the same way. All right. So when you are dealing with other people, make sure you get somebody to go and check for you. Be sure that where you are buying, for example, is it a place that is swampy? Is it prone to fraud? You can even check for things like, this place, did they get lights? You may be shocked to know that maybe where you want to buy a house, for instance, the transformer, the people there, they are good with generators. They have not had light from NEPA for 3 years. Is that where you want to go and buy? You understand? So you have to check for also like physical inspection to check what is going on in the land presently. Lastly, you have to check for the potential of the land to appreciate, and this is why I always talk about OWO. $300 million is equivalent to about 450 billion naira. That is the amount of money that is getting invested in that town, and that's minus what the state government, the Enugu state government, is already investing. So you see, if this amount of money is being channeled into an area, that means this place has a high potential for growth. This is where smart investors put their money. And the good news is this: currently we still have estates in Owo that are selling for as little as 2.5 million naira, and there is one that is very close to the main, in fact is in front of the main road, that is selling for 7.5 million naira. That is Castle View Estate. I want you to take advantage of this estate now. Why? It will keep appreciating. The more development is coming here, the more it keeps appreciating. All you have to do is put a call across or send a WhatsApp message to me through the number showing on your screen right now, and let me guide you and let me help you to secure a plot immediately. So whether you are a first-time investor or you are an old-time investor, this opportunity is for you. However, if you are a first-time investor, remember to check through all the things I listed. First, location; second, documentation; then land use; then you look at the topography, the type of soil, and all the other things I've mentioned. These are the things that will guide you to make sure you don't waste your money in real estate. Make sure please you also like, comment on this video and share it. Most importantly, subscribe so you can get notified when I share the next update. Till next time, I'm still Toby. I'm your real estate guide. Bye.